Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Check This Game Out. My name is Jen, and today's game is League of Legends. League of Legends is a MOBA, which stands for Massively Online Battle Arena. And what that is a simple game of, well, it may sound simple, but once you get into it, it's sort of a simple to learn but hard to master type game. And anyway, what a MOBA is a game where you pick a champion or an avatar that you represent, a character that you actually play, and you play on a map. Now, usually in MOBAs, maps are very limited. There are usually only one, maybe two maps that you play on, and that's not a bad thing because the objective of the game isn't about the maps, it's about the champions. In fact, League of Legends currently has, I believe, 103 different champions, each with their own unique abilities, their unique looks, and even the champions themselves have purchasable skins that you can change. So even though you may have the same types of champions on a map, or the same named champions on a map, they can look different, and you can change them to however you want them to look. Now, I'm currently spectating a game because I didn't want to try to play a game while talking, and also I would be tempted to play the game completely through and create a very long, probably boring to some video, which I didn't want to do. Now, matches can last up to between about a half hour to 45 minutes, depending on, of course, depending on who you're playing with and against. And the objective is to destroy the enemy's main base area. Now, as you can see, the base every, I believe, 30 seconds spawn what are called minions. And of course the minions are automated, they're not controlled, and they move from each base along their own paths. And there are three paths: the top path, the middle, and the bottom, or lanes as they're usually called. And the purpose of the champions is to prevent the enemy from, number one, destroying your turrets and moving closer to your base, and also killing and what's called farming the minions. Every time you kill a minion, you gain some gold and you gain some experience. The max level that a champion could reach in a game is level 18. And as you level, you gain gold, and you can also purchase items which also help you out. I was just talking about objectives. You want to keep the lanes clear for your team so that your minions push ahead, and you want to keep the enemy at bay as much as possible. The ability to keep the enemy at bay, or to keep the enemy down, is an extreme importance in this game. This game has grown quite a bit in popularity. I believe there are about 35 million people who play this game actively around the world. The game is so popular, it is what's called, you can actually build yourself up and participate in esports with this game, which have become extremely popular if you're good at the game. Well, they got the entire enemy team at the bottom section. I guess they were chasing the blue team. And anyway, about the esports section, if you're good at the game, you could level yourself up to maximum level and complete the objectives that you have to complete to participate, which I believe you have to have a certain number of champions owned, and you can purchase the champions either by currency that you earn from winning, or you can actually purchase them with real world money, which a lot of people do. Now, you do not have to spend any money to play this game, but you can if you want. Like myself, I'm very casual. I play just to, have something to do, and I like the game. I'm not great at it, but I enjoy playing it. And I have not spent a dime on the game as of yet. I haven't had a need to. Maybe once I reach maximum level,
shut down.
I will, because I want to purchase the requisite champions that I need to start participating in ladders. Now, of course, I don't expect myself to go very far, but, you know, it's fun to participate. The game is quite a bit of fun, honestly. If you can get a good group of champions, or you can build your own team with some friends, and it can become extremely competitive. Because, like I said, it's not about the maps, because the map is static. It's about your champions, and it's about the tactics, it's about the teamwork and the team play. That's what makes this game fun. Even when you're playing against pugs, or what's called pickup groups, you know, if you're the only person that you know in that group, it can still be quite fun, because you're still playing with a group of other people, and you have to use tactics, and you have to use maneuvering, and pretty much all of the abilities that you can to win the match. It can be quite a challenge if you're up against a good team. He's coming from my base. Now he's got a different skin than normal. It's sort of a Bruce Lee type skin. And there's some action happening down here. And no, I'm not a very good gaming commentator, sports commentator. Oh, he got killed. But that's also something a lot of people like to do, is commentate on the games themselves. Like if you watch Twitch TV, they have their own extremely popular, usually it is the most popular section, it's the League of Legends channels, where people are competing, and either individually or in tournaments. And it's fun to watch, in my opinion. I like esports. It can get quite good if you're into it. Well, there's not much else to say, really. It's pretty simple. Like I said, it's a simple game to learn, but it can get quite difficult to master if you really want to, you know, master it and start ranking and competing against other people who are really attempting to compete. Because, like I said, you can get to the max levels, and you can actually compete, that is, and you can actually win a lot of real-world money. Because the company is owned, from what I understand, they are owned by an extremely wealthy Chinese company, and they use esports to great advantage. They have a lot of money to throw into it, so they can, you know, they have the money to blow. So if you've never played a MOBA, you should definitely try it out. Even if you're just casual, there's nothing wrong with that. You can play against computer opponents if you like, or you can play against other players if you like. Once your confidence builds up, you can pick a character. For instance, the main character that I play is Rise, and that's pretty much the only character that I play at the moment, because that's the character that I'm most familiar with, and that's the character that I'm the best at, even though that's not, you know, I'm not like pro or anything, so. But it's still fun to play, even though if I'm casual, I still enjoy playing it. It's a good online game, and it's fully free to play. And I think I'll end it here. If I've missed anything, or if there are any comments or suggestions that you'd like to let me know about, please let me know in the comments below. I'll post a link to the game in the description below. And that's about it. This is a fully free to play game. It's League of Legends. You should definitely check it out if you haven't yet. It is ranked quite high, if not number one, in the popularity of online games at the moment. For PC, that is. So this has been Jen, and this has been another edition of Check This Game Out, League of Legends. Thank you for watching.